Brakathiya Hawa, Brakathiya Shai, Brakathiya Hawa, Brakathiya Shai, Brakathiya Hawa, Brakathiya Hawa Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachakwadash. The blessings of the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the whole for the elect out there, you Akim, the Sadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the Prishaman, this week's topic is going to be entitled, This is Not Your Rest, Jake. And as you can see in the picture above, the typical Israelite mindset is get rich in this society, try to prosper the most you could prosper. Um, but look, man, we're here to tell you, look, this is not our rest. This is not America, all right? And this current rulership, no matter where you go, is not meant to be the rest for the nation of Israel, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans here in America and scattered all throughout the world. Micah 2 and 10 says, Arise ye and depart. Now, how are we going to depart? First, you got to mentally and spiritually get out this place in the situation that we're in. And ultimately, we're going to physically be delivered out of America, all right, via the chariots. But how do you mentally detach yourself from this place? You got to be in tune with the scriptures, right? Because if you in tune with the scriptures, you understand that this thing, we're brought here to serve our captivity, all right, and that this place is gonna pass away. Whether you try to get rich or die trying or whatever, it's gonna pass away no matter what the hell you try to do. All right. Now here's the thing: if you try to get a consolation prize on this side, all right, that will hinder your chance of getting a consolation of the kingdom to come, because the scriptures speak about having two masters. See, the master of this world, Mammon, all right. If you serve that and go after Mammon, then you won't have the time to go after Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the truth. All right, because a lot of these jakes that try to seek their consolation, like the Floyd Mayweathers and stuff, have devoted their life, their time, their resources into shit that really can't save them when all hell breaks loose. All right, when the missiles hit, the only thing that's gonna deliver us is the salvation. All right, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and that's gonna be obtained. All right, by being a part of His elect. And to be a part of His elect come with certain requirements, right? You have to give diligence, you have to have faith, right? And you have to be walking in the Spirit, okay? And you have to be chosen first and foremost, ultimately. It's all about being chosen. It says, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. See, this place is polluted. Now, we like to go into the meaning of words. And when you go into the meaning of that word there, polluted, all right, you get the Hebrew word tamah, all right? Which is H2930. The definition is to be unclean, become impure, to be or become unclean sexually. So how is America is unclean sexually? Well, you have the LGBTQ plus all the other letters in the alphabet. Well, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Which is prohibited in the scriptures, man. You can't just lay with any sex. You can't just lay down with an animal. You can't lay down with the planet Earth. But here, in a society run by the so-called white man, anything pretty much goes. It says religiously and ceremoniously, all right? So religiously, the religions practiced in this place, all right, are perverted. Even, I'll say it, so-called Christianity, all right? Because even though so-called Christianity use the Bible, it's perverted, all right? They have perverted the understanding of the scriptures. The Holy Scriptures, if we was keeping the law, statute, commandment the right way, there's no way a pastor could tell you can eat pork and shrimp and lobster. All you got to do is pray over it, So it's perverted. And it says ceremonially, all right? So what are the ceremonial practices of America? You have these different holy days, they call them, but there's nothing holy about them, okay? All right? They go back to demonic practices practiced from kingdoms before. And when you invoke these particular rituals, all right, as they call them, the holidays, such as your Christmas and all that, and your Halloweens and all that, all right, you're stirring up the spirits of demons on the left-hand side, man. Okay, because if you go back to Christmas goes back to Semiramis and Tammuz, Babylonian deities, and then the same practice was mentioned in Jeremiah the 10th chapter, cutting down and fastening a tree. All right, putting Christmas balls, all right, which is supposed to represent the balls of them deities. Okay, it's all demonic practices, and here's the perverted part. They try to tie it with the scriptures. They say, oh, the Lord is born around Christmas, when the scriptures clearly tell us that the Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, was born during the Passover, which is spring. All right, when new life is being brought into the world. Wintertime, everything is dying. So you see the perversion there? So this is why this place should not be our rest, man. All right. And when you try to make this place your rest, guess what? There's a forgetfulness of the Most High. All right. Now, scripture I want to, the scripture I'm going to close with is going to tell us that our rest is going to come when we're in the kingdom. All right. All right. But right now we're not in the kingdom. We're in the period of harvesting. All right. And we're not saved yet. Jeremiah 8:20. The harvest is past, summer is ended, and we are not saved. We're not saved yet, man. All right. We can't be at rest till we are saved. Because you got people in this world saying, I'm saved. Hey, the priest, I would always say, he makes that story about the woman that said, I'm saved. And his retort was, saved from what? And it's true. What have you been saved from? You know what I'm saying? We're not saved yet. All right. Making this place your rest doesn't mean you're saved, because again, what do you save from? What's coming to this place is World War III, okay, which has not happened yet. So technically, you're not saved yet. All right, but the point is, we're in harvest, man. And what's harvest according to the scriptures? I'm gonna get it right now. This is Matthew 13:39. It says, "The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels." So the point is, we're in the end of the world. We're in the last days. We've been in the last days since Yahweh Shah stepped foot on this planet Earth. So we've been in harvest time. Now, brothers have been laboring in this life and our previous lives. If we're, Lord willing, with the prophets and all that, we've been laboring ever since Yahweh Shah stepped foot on the earth, man. All right, and went up in the chariots. All right, Acts the 2nd chapter. Holy Spirit came on the apostles. Ever since then, we've been laboring through different generations. All right, the same thing I'm doing now, putting together this show. All right, guess what? In my past life, I was doing the same thing again, but it probably was a letter, epistle, or out there helping the prophets and speaking and such. Brothers had dreams about being in their past lives. So we go, as the scripture says, the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. So the laboring, you always got to keep laboring, man. All right, till that deliverance come. All right, but here's the thing. So if you're laboring during the harvest, how can you be at rest? See, that's the point I'm trying to hit home. Because in the harvest time, you're supposed to be working. All right. And when we say put in work, we're not talking like these niggas in the world. Yo, I'm gonna put in work, man. I'm gonna get some kilos of coke and all whatever these niggas are doing, man. Putting in work, I'm talking about putting together lessons and shows, man. Highlighting stuff that's going on in the world. Stuff that's warning our people of the calamities to come and how to get saved out of it. Telling them to know the Heavenly Father's name, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Know that he's a so-called black man. All right, know that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites. Know who your enemies are, the other 17 nations, why you're in the predicament you're in. Why it seems like you can't get out of it unless you do some wicked and grimy things, man, to temporarily ease your problems. Why? Because it is not your rest. All right? Right now, we're supposed to be laboring in the harvest. We're supposed to be laboring in the end of the world. This is Proverbs 10:5. He that gathereth in the summer is a wise son. Right? So when's the summertime? The summertime is the harvest, man. When they gather in the fruits and the grapes, But he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causes shame. So that's what these, like in the picture above, you see. These individuals, they're sleeping in the harvest time. You're an Israelite. You're supposed to be knowing your nationality and teaching your people to get right. All right. If you're not doing that, you're pretty much sleeping, man. All right. Because now's the time to be reaping in the harvest. Putting together shows, lessons, doing the work, going out there in the highways and byways, man. And we're gonna keep stressing that, man. And if you're not about that, if you're not about going out on the highways and byways, then you're lukewarm, man. You're not fit for this. See? You can have your consolation in this place. Fuck this place. We already know what's gonna come to this place. It's all gonna be ashes any damn ways, man. All right. What does the scripture say? Speaking of summertime, Proverbs 6:6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, and consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, ruler, provided her meat in the summer. See, in the harvest, the ant is putting in work, because that work is going to pay off, man. It says, and gathers her food in the harvest. We're supposed to be working now in the harvest. This is not our rest. Look, man, at the end of the day, even if you consider yourself trying to go ahead and make it in this world or what have you, right? Guess what? The curses are still on your ass, man. So these individuals out there that sell their soul, bend over, do whatever corruption they can, all right? Try to make America their rest. The end all be all goal is America's is out of here, man. And there's so much prophecies popping off like popcorn, all right, that it's evident. The elites are trying to speed up their agenda, man. They're coming out with different variants and all that to issue out more lockdowns, mandates, and draconian laws, ultimately leading to the RFID microchip, man. All right, soon, every time we mention that word, all right, and linking it with the MOTB, you're gonna get banned, man, eventually, because Esau's gonna move. He's gonna come in like a roaring lion, all right, and that's right around the corner. And to even further the point, right? How can this be arrest, all right, if soon to pretty much do whatever you want to do in the society monetarily, you're gonna have to have a chip in you, all right, which is the mark of the beast, pursuant to the book of Revelations, all right, the 13th chapter, the 16th verse on down. So you're gonna have to pick a side. Either you're gonna be with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and suffer like Moses did with faith, because the scriptures tell you about Moses in the 11th chapter, the 22nd verse. He chose rather to suffer affliction with his people than to enjoy sin for a moment, and that's what we're opting to do. Okay? It says that Proverbs 30 and 25, the ants are a people not strong, yet they prepare their meat in the summer. Right now, we're not strong, but we have to be laborious like our apostles and elders. All right, and we're preparing our meat in the summertime, right now, in the harvest, in the end of the world. Okay? Then, in the kingdom of heaven, all this is going to pay off in an infinite amount, man. See? That's when we shall be at rest. When Yahweh Shah is ruling. How can we be at rest if our enemies are ruling? That don't make no sense. You know? Isaiah 55 and 6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, while he may be found. Keep hitting home the point that, look, there's going to come a period in time, Amos 8:11, when there shall be a famine of the word. You're not going to see the prophets out there. There's not going to be any alternative media where you could go. All right? And those that have chosen their consolation on this side, they're going to be looking for answers when all hell breaks loose. All hell breaks loose and they have no answers and all their resources run out. Call ye upon him while he is near, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. All right? He's the one you should be calling out to. Okay? Because at the end of the day, he's the one that's going to deliver us out of here. Not Mammon, not Esau, not trusting in this man's bullshit, not making America your rest, not guns, not arms, not money, not none of that shit. All right? The scriptures are able to make you wise unto salvation, pursuant to the book of 2 Timothy 3 and 15, man. All right? Here's when the rest is going to come, as I mentioned. This is Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, will have mercy on Jacob. Jacob, who's Jacob? Jacob is Israel. See, it says, and will yet choose Israel. Israel, all right? Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Yashar Allah, meaning he's a prince of the power. This happened when he fought the angel. He wrestled with the angel. All right. All night, and his name was changed to a prince of the power. And he had 12 sons. All right. These 12 sons make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. And to that seed, all right, to Jacob's seed was promised the kingdom of heaven. When you read Genesis 25th chapter, that blessing given unto him by Isaac, okay? So that's what the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, and within Abraham's seed, he chose Isaac. And with Isaac's seed, he chose Jacob. See, that's you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in your father's lineage. You fit the prophecies in the book. We fit the prophecies in the book. That's why we're in the predicament we're in now. The reason we're catching the hell we're catching now is because we sinned against the Heavenly Father. Okay? But again, this was Isaiah the 14th chapter. It's telling you that, look, ultimately the Lord is going to have mercy upon his people. That mercy is not yet right now, all right? But it's going to come to pass. It says, and set them in their own land. And what's our land? Our land is the land of Israel. Are we in the land of Israel right now? No. We're yet this day in our captivity. We're in America still, man. All right? And you can't take a plane ticket. Because the Lord said he's going to set us in the land of Israel, man. First of all, you have members of the elect that ain't going to have no passports to be able to travel and all that, right? Like every single member of the elect is going to have a passport. Nah, so how are we going to get into the land of Israel? We're going to have to be delivered there via the chariots when America is destroyed. And the land of Israel shall be destroyed. The difference is America is going to be a desert forever. All right? As to where the land of Israel is going to be built back up again with servants, by servants. All right? It says, and the strangers shall be joined with them. All right? And they shall cleave unto the house of Israel. So both this could pertain to both strangers. Yeah, the natural strangers, which is the other um the natural strangers, okay, which are the other 17 nations, are going to be coming bearing gifts to our land, but they're not going to be a part of that blessing in terms of inheriting the kingdom. And then you have the strangers that are scattered amongst the Gentiles, the unnatural strangers, the unnatural Gentiles, all right? They're going to be joined back to the nation of Israel, meaning you have Israelites that look like foreign nations, all right? Israelites that are into Gentile ways of mind, that when the time comes, all right, they're going to get right before the destruction, and their appearances, all right, is going to fit that of an Israelite again, all right, and they're going to be joined with us in the kingdom, all right? It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land. So see right there, who we're going to be possessing? We're going to be possessing the natural strangers, the natural Gentiles, man. The scripture says, ask of me, and I shall give you the heathen, all right, for my inheritance, okay? It says, and shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And that's what it truly means to be blessed, man, to have slaves. So right now, the elites, the apostles have brought out, the elites right now, they blessed because we all damn slaves under them, you know? But in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be blessed. We're going to have an immense amount of servants, man. Servants for your kids, you know? It says, and they shall take them captives whose captive they were. We are in captivity now. If you don't think you're in captivity, try to leave America without a passport. Try to not pay your taxes. All right? And tell me you're not in captivity. It says, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So we are being oppressed. We're being pressed down in this place, man. Okay? And I know the hell will try to make Israelites try to, make this place their rest and all that and shit. But for what? All right, because the end all be all of America is to be destroyed. See, it says, and it shall come to pass in the day. Now, I'm not saying be a goddamn hobo on the streets. Let me make that clear, because King Solomon said, don't make me too poor that I deny thee, and don't make me too rich that I forget thee. So it's all about moderation. See, we just want our daily bread, as the Lord said, and it don't got to be a long drawn out prayer. That scripture in Matthew the 6th chapter is only 3 verses going into the Lord's prayer, straight into the point, man. Asking for our daily bread. That's it. It says, and it shall come to pass in verse 3 now, here's the point. It shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua shall give thee rest. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna give us rest. Not no goddamn FRNs, all right? Not Esau, not no crypto, not no goddamn lavish cars, billion fucking 30 holes. That's not ultimate rest, man. Ultimate rest is going to come from Yahweh Shem Yahshai when the kingdom is obtained. It says, from thy sorrow and from thy fear. And look, man, hey, man, I was talking to this Israelite woman, and I guess she know, I'm into the Bible, whatever. And she just was like, damn, man, I'm tired of what I'm going through. She even said it. She was like, man, I'm tired of this hell, because I guess I had showed her some shit with the new travel bans that they put in, how it's about to pretty much be like, the whole 2020 all over again. And she was already complaining. So our people are sighing and crying, man. Because it's like, yo, man, when will the bullshit end? See? Hey, if you're not sighing and crying, then you're not a wise man, because the scripture says oppression maketh the wise man mad. All right? So you should be pissed off in this place, man. All right? And the way these things are running, how it's going against the Heavenly Father, how it's set against your people, this place should make you pissed off and want it to end. See? It says, from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. See? So when we came over here, we came here on cargo slave ships, shackled up, sold off on auction blocks. They removed the physical chains and put mental chains in our people, man. And they still destroying our people in overt ways. Overt and covert ways. More covert now than before. Because if you look at it, Planned Parenthood then killed more Negro babies ever than the Ku Klux Klan will ever do. All right? Them food deserts that kill you slowly, the chemtrails, you name it, man. So-called white man is slowly destroying our people, quickly destroying our people, having our people destroy each other with his media and what they see on television. So it's a whole bunch of plots and snares and witchcraft being brought upon our people. All right? In addition to the curses, first and foremost. So we should be signing and crying to the Heavenly Father to speed up the destruction, because after this place is destroyed, then shall come rest and safety, man. With that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKodash, the blessed of the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Sadakim that do this thing in their most truth and sincerity, and Shalom.